Okay, just a quick time check. It's 20 to 9 at this stage, due to get underway with racing at 9 with our junior J2 class, followed by junior J3. So 20 to 9 at this stage. So just a quick heads up for our first races and our safety crews and officials. All right, another quick check-in for our race crews and officials. It's 15 minutes to 9 at this stage, so 15 minutes till we're due to get underway with racing. I've just gone and grabbed a bacon and egg roll from the Hinkler Lions Club, and I can vouch for the fact that it's pretty good, and also tried out one of our coffee vendors. So don't forget to take the opportunity to support them while you're here today as well, and enjoy your day with plenty of tasty food and drink.
Test 1, 2. Just attention in the pit area, thank you. Attention in the pit area. We need a couple of motor vehicles moved immediately, thanks. They're ultimately going to block one of our ramps throughout the day. One of them is a white ute, 546NX, beg your pardon, I'll start again. 546ZNX. Looks like a tradie ute. And the other one is a Ford Ranger, YMN24T. Those two cars need removing immediately, thanks. The black Ford Ranger, 7Y7, beg your pardon, YMN24T. And the other one is 546ZNX.
Okay. All right, so if you own a white Isuzu 042 FP7, Your lights are on, so just give you a heads up now so that you can get home a little bit later on. That's a wide Isuzu in the car park, 042, I think FP7. Your lights are on.
Yep. 1, 2, yeah, yeah. We were just going to do it here somewhere, so we've just got a bit of a backdrop or something. Something like that, yeah.
Well, what about with us over here?
Well, if you want to go over near the, we'll just shoot, yeah, we'll have the greenery and everything there. Graham, do you want to?
We'll just do this for the live stream,
Yeah.
and we'll intro up downstairs. No, I was going to say we can just speak normally like this. So I like mine backstage.
Both purposes then. Yeah, this is introducing you in general and for the live stream. Alright, so I'll do a little bit of it. All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Sandy Hook in Bundaberg. A glorious day of sorts, as long as the rain holds off, but otherwise a great day for racing for the Rum City Powerboat Classic, thanks to NZ and Smiley's group of companies. So it's just about 5 to 9. We are due to get underway with racing at 9 o'clock. So we'll get our first group of junior racers and our crews and officials in place. But in the meantime, so I'm David Wise. I'm the regular announcer here at the Bundaberg Powerboat Club, but it's my pleasure this weekend to introduce all the way from Sydney the he didn't want me to pump up his tyres, but the king of powerboat racing announcing in Australia, Craig Lynn. Welcome to Bundaberg, Craig.
Yeah, thanks indeed, Dave. And we've got some lovely conditions occurring today. 23 degrees here in Bundaberg. We'll find a little bit of chop back in the water a little bit later today. We've got some magnificent racing here. All divisions catered for, of course, our main act,
the Larry Martin, the Trojan, for the very, very last time. Unfortunately, Larry losing his life here in 2004. So the family commemorating for the final time the Trojan Trophy. We've got a number of Australia's best in the 6 litre class here this weekend. We can hear in the background, we can hear the big yellow madness of Troy Marlin here for the Unlimited competition. We've got all the regular classes here, Dave. All the outboard A, B and C and inboard A and Bs. Got all the kids. We've got the A50cc 25 horsepower, excuse me, and we can all, hopefully everyone at home enjoys it, courtesy of WBITV. 2 big days, racing commencing around about 9 o'clock. You're the regular guy here, mate. Water conditions, well, they look pretty good to me.
Yeah, nice and flat out there at the moment. So as we said, as long as the wind doesn't come up and the rain stays away, we'll be in for a great day of racing today here at Sandy Hook. And of course, folks, thanks very much to Wide Bay ITV for the live stream here as well. But if you're local to Bundy, then come on out, have a great time, enjoy some live racing. We got plenty of food and coffee out here as well. So, and it's a great day. So come out, bring the family for some excellent family entertainment with Bundaberg Powerboat Club. warm up before the ahead of the Trojan first heat later on. So we'll have that first, and then we'll get underway with our juniors. Just while we're waiting for that warm-up to happen, a quick mention to our major sponsor this weekend, one of our major sponsors, Smiley's Group. So thanks to Troy and the team for coming on board again. Now you will see the helicopter getting around this morning, so taking some footage and photos of the races, but the helicopter, we need to let you know, is also available for joy flights. So you just go and see find the aviation tent just on the other side of the ramp from the ambulance down there, and you just book in with the crew down there. It's $110 per person per ride, and you'll get the best view of the Bundaberg region that you can possibly get. So don't forget, so the helicopter is available for joyrides throughout the day. Book in down at the aviation tent just on the other side of the ramp from the ambulance, and yeah, get yourself a great look around the region.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, very warm welcome. Craig Lynn here for the Bundaberg Powerboat Club, joining regular caller here, Dave Wise, this weekend. Really looking forward to the meeting. We, as I said, we had our big meeting at the St George Powerboat Club last weekend, and we unfortunately got blown out on the Saturday, but we had a tremendous Sunday, and we certainly know the effort and the time that all our good friends from this club put into this meeting. So we'll have our juniors on the water, our Formula Futures on the water. We did hear the big yellow Marlin Racing machine of Troy Marlin being fired up in the pit area. He did request a couple of laps to get a bit of heat into the engine this morning. We're just trying to kick off our meeting at 9 o'clock this morning, so we're not chasing our tails throughout the day. But Dave Wise, unfortunately, some of the boats that you see every meeting, I only see once a week, and I tell you what, some of the guys here at Bundaberg have really stepped up in the last 12 months.
Oh yeah, mate, definitely. I think there's been a few boats change ownership as well within the club also. So yeah, a little bit of a freshen up or whatever for some of them. But yeah, definitely, we just keep getting better and better here, and that's a tribute to the committee. Just, you know, if you present things well, the people will come, mate.
And what an absolute bonus. I got to meet him yesterday, Mr. Troy Smiley. This time last year he bought a place up the road here, and he was out watching the powerboats, and now he can't get enough of it. He's one of our major sponsors this weekend. His kids, his wife's fully involved. The kids, Chase and Bella, both driving our Formula Future boats this morning. What an absolute bonus he's been for the club. Yeah,
definitely added a new dimension to the club, and extra, especially, you know, we're having the helicopter around, and the flights and the support in general definitely has added a fresh new edge to the club and what we can present here.
Yeah, it's been fabulous, and what a bloke, what a fella he is, mate. He's just like you or I, and he just wants to see the sport go move ahead in leaps and bounds. You did mention a little bit earlier, Dave, all the food vendors around the course, food and drink. We've got a number of coffee vendors also. So all your food and refreshment requirements are covered. We've got, of course, the beautiful Liberty machine of the late, great Brian McCosker on display. So a very big thank you to Mark Hansen and Sonia Smith for the provision of the boat for the weekend. We're certainly going to try and have a chat with both Mark and Peter McGrath, who was one of the guys that put the Liberty all back together after that horrendous accident at Taree all those years ago. Of course, we can see the Marlins have got their stand with all the shirts, hats, all the stubby holders. They're all on display. So a lot of things to keep everyone entertained at the venue, Dave.
Yes, mate. We've got a blue flag up. I'm not sure. I think that might be for the boat doing the warm up, but we'll just hopefully we can see some action in a moment. All right. So I'm told by But we're going straight to juniors, so that blue flag will be for the juniors J2 to make their way out onto the course. All right, so we've got, I think, 3 boats in this first junior race, J2. So we've got Little Lucifer with Lily Theodulu driving. Bad Habit, driven by Xander Law. And our junior development boat is out there being driven by Chase Smiley.
Of course, I got to meet for the first time last year Dave, young Lily Theodolu. Yeah, charming young lady. First time in the boat last year. But she's been attending all the local club days here, I believe. Xander Law, of course, the son of Dave Law. You'll see Dave driving the boat Home Wrecker a little bit later. And, of course, Chase Smiley. We've just been talking about his dad sponsoring, the Smiley Group of Companies sponsoring this weekend in cahoots with Bundaberg NZ, or NZ at Bundaberg. So we can see the, sorry? So the Little Lucifer boat, that's the aqua blue boat we can see. That's the boat Lily is driving. Of course, Xander Law, this boat is a little Tennessee wing boat, 9.9 horsepower. And Chase Smiley in the junior development boat. This is a hottie hull with an 8 horsepower engine. Proudly sponsored by the Smiley Group of Companies. So we can see the white flag aloft our start boat. Just waiting for the boats to get up on the plane. No J1s here this weekend. Of course, they're our youngest of the kids, 6 horsepower. No J1s here. We've got 3 J2s, of course, 9.9 horsepower. All this, of course, dictated to by age as well. The J2s, any child between 9 and 12 years of age. So we can see the white flag aloft our start boat in the centre of the course. So we can see the Little Lucifer boat on the inside. Lily Theodolu. And we have a flag down. So Lily's the first to stomp on the accelerator. She goes to the early lead over Xander Law there in second, back to Chase Smiley in third, the little development boat used by the club here at Bundaberg. So our 2 lead boats going into the NZ Bundaberg top turn and moving out onto the Brisbane Marine back straight. Lily Theodolu, she's charged to an early lead over Xander Law. We can see young Chase just going around the outside of NZ Bundaberg there. Oh, lovely little inside pass here from Xander Law in Bad Habit. In the Bad Habits boat, caught Lily on the inside. Not so sure if Lily lost the compass there, but a lovely inside pass there by Xander Law. So boats just coming out of the Smiley Group of Companies front straight, moving through Bundaberg NZ top turn. Look at Xander Law. He's put a bit of a space over young Lily in second place. And back in third, Chase Smiley in the little development boat used by the club here. Of course, young Chase in his first year of racing here at Bundaberg. So we have a yellow flag being displayed to our drivers. The first of those, of course, Xander Law over Lily Theodolou and Chase Smiley in third. Final time moving on to the Brisbane Marine back straight. Xander Law. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, but he's got a substantial lead over Lily in second. Third in Chase is Chase Smiley. A little bit of chop coming over the water now, which should suit the boats. Not sucking down as they normally would, but taking the Whitewater Marine checkered flag will be Xander Law. Second will be Lily Theodolou, and in third will be Chase Smiley. That's your 1, 2, 3, race one of the 2024 Rum City Classic. Okay. I tell you what, Dave, we thought Lily, early on, she held that inside pole, but she lost the compass in the bottom corner there, and Xander just come right along the inside.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm sure that she'll be looking to get one up on him in Heat 2, mate. So thanks for your call, Craig. Just a quick shout out to our junior sponsors as well, though, while we're here. So Extreme Marine, one of our junior sponsors, and sponsored that race. It's a family-owned and operated business specialising in marine and diesel servicing, and they are the leading man marine diesel authorised dealer, and they're located on the Gold Coast. All right, so coming up next, our juniors J3, and this one's sponsored by Extreme Marine, and they are the field for this one. We'll let you know when you're good to head out in just a moment, as soon as these other boats make their way back in. Okay, so we've got a blue flag for our next group of juniors. Blue flag. So our field for this one is Little Rustler, being driven by Hayden Chiswell. Titan with Isla White driving. Little Hole Shot, driven by Fletcher Donnelly. Little Bees, driven by Dylan Davies. Tory Jane Racing, with Tory Jane Wood driving. More Madness, driven by Bella Smiley. Lost Identity, driven by Noah Cosson. And Next Gen Marine Junior, with Leilani Borg driving that one. All right, so after this junior race, we're going to have that bigger boat doing a warm-up, but just a heads up for our 850cc drivers. So you are on the schedule after the juniors, but there will be that couple of warm-up laps by the bigger boat in between the juniors and you. Well, folks, so this junior race we got heading around here now. So a couple of these white boats from this distance. Little Bees is just off there, hanging back in second place. Then we've got Tori Jane in third. Little Hole Shot just about to make a move up there. Then in the yellow boat, you've got Bella Smiley. And then Leilani in the Next Gen Marine boat.
So we've got a nice little mixture of young ladies and young men out on the water there, Dave. Some of our boats, of course, Little Russell driven by Hayden Chiswell, Isla White in Titan, Dylan Davies, Little Bees, Tori Jane Wood in Tori Jane Racing, Bella Smiley in the More Madness boat. That's the yellow boat we can just see coming out of ends out of Bundaberg, bottom turn, moving on to the Smiley group, front straight. Also Fletcher Donnelly in the white Little Hole Shot, Noah Casson in Lost Identity, and Leilani Borg in Next Gen Marine. Just a couple of boats on the water, ladies and gentlemen. And this represents the Marlin family. The white boat in front of us, of course, is the the 16-year-old Corey Marlin in the sick puppy machine. And Corsy's dad out on the water, the big yellow Evercraft of Troy Marlin. You don't often see a father and son team on the water at the same stage. Young Corey won the Wagon Championship at the St George Powerboat Club last weekend, the youngest ever at 16 years of age in the 5.2 litre Wagon Trophy. We saw Troy there with the absolute backside of the boat, the only part of the boat on the water. Absolute poetry. The throttle control of Troy Marlin, unbelievable. And I'm sure we're going to see the apple's not going to fall far from the tree and his young son, Corey Marlin. And ladies and gents, that is a teaser, an absolute teaser of what we're going to see a little bit later.
Okay, 850cc drivers, once these two boats are safely back in from their warm-up, we'll have you out on the course for your first race. 850cc's, hopefully you're in the water ready to go. We'll have you out on the course in a moment. Alrighty, so we've got a blue flag for the 850cc category. Blue flag for the 850cc's. Our field for this one, I've just been told that unfortunately High Roller is out. So we've got Next Gen Marine with Chris Borg driving. Jitterbug driven by Logan Kidd. Tennis Racket driven by Campbell Kidd. Warrior being driven by Kira Eglinton. Supernaut driven by Luke Birmingham, and Cyclone driven by Gary Parker. Our 850cc class sponsor is Brisbane Marine, so you can check them out on Facebook and Instagram or brismarine.com.au. They're your trusted partner for enhancing your boat's performance with Mercury outboards, stern drives inboards and diesel repowers. Thanks to Brisbane Marine for sponsoring the 850cc category. And straight after this 850cc race, just heads up for our restricted combo drivers. You're up next, so you can be making your way down to be ready to go after this 850 race.
850s, 850cc on the water. Just had a few communication problems there, our apologies. So it looks like the boat driven by Logan Kidd, Jitterbug, out in the lead.
Yes, that's Jitterbug out in front, mate.
So
Super
Luke
Nord in
Birmingham
second.
there, Dave. Sorry, mate. Luke Birmingham in Super Nord in second place. So it looks as like we've got the Brisbane Marine entries of the Kidd family in first and third on the water. So Super Nord coming up on the outside, pushing the back to second and third. So Gary Parker being pushed back one place, coming into NZ at Bundaberg, the top corner. Kira Eglinton bringing up the tail, but all eyes are fixed to our front of the pack. So someone's had a moment there in the NZ Bundaberg bottom turn. Yet. So Luke Birmingham, Super Nord in the lead. Tennis Racket in second place. So Jitterbug back in third. Next Gen racing back to fourth. Then Gary Parker in Cyclone. And the Warrior, Kira Eglinton. So yellow flag being displayed to our competitors. So Super Nord just coming out of the NZ at Bundaberg. Top turn. And to take the Whitewater Marine checkered flag, Luke Birmingham in Super Nord takes the win. Tennis Racket holding second. Next Gen Racing in third. Jitterbug in fourth. Cyclone will be in fifth. And Kira Eglinton, driver of Warrior, will take sixth place.
Thanks, Craig. And the next race up is Restricted Combo. So Restricted Combo will have you out on the water next.
They're sponsored by the Brothers Club at Bundaberg. Did spend last night there, Dave, had a wonderful time. The band was absolutely chugging along, and spent time in the bistro, a wonderful gaming area, and certainly the place to be. And our other great venue, of course, for Sunday night, the Sugarland Tavern, another one of our great sponsors. We're having the big function for the Trojan Trophy there on Sunday night.
Both great spots, Craig, too. Just normally this time on a Saturday morning I'd be having a bit of a coffee and vanilla slice at the Brothers Club Cafe actually, but don't mind being here at all.
Yeah, it's a wonderful establishment, Dave, and gee, there's been a lot of powerboat functions there. And of course at the Sugarland Tavern over many, many years have been great supporters of powerboat racing here in Bundaberg.
Right, mate, so it looks like we've got a blue flag for our restricted combo races. So blue flag is up. You guys can make your way out onto the course, and just heads up then for our 25 horsepower competitors. You're up next. So once the restricted combos are out of the way, you can get down to the ramp ready to go for the next race.
So let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, wonderful merchandise for sale. Of course, the 2024 polo shirts, $45. The fishing shirts, $50. $28 for the kids polo, $30 for the kids fishing. The stubby cooler, the 2024 Rum City Powerboat Classic stubby cooler, $7. The club shirts, $40. $35 for the trucker cap. The bucket hat, $15. The 2023 hoodie, $40, $4 for the 2023 stubby cooler, the Esky, $5, air freshener, $3, and the white club shirts, 2022, $10. So coming up for the start of restricted combo brought to us by the Brothers Club here right in Bundaberg. Out of pole, we have Tom Birmingham in Shogun. Second going to Cathy Eglinton. Leon Evans in stress in third, and the other Queensland skipper screwed and glued, Todd Hines. The green machine, he's back in fourth place, but leading out Tom Birmingham. For all the Ford fans out there in the crowd, 1992 Fairlane engine powering this boat. So as he moves on the Brisbane Marine back straight, looks like Cathy in silence, about to be overtaken here by one of the little Queensland skiffs on the inside, Tom Birmingham. Coming up to complete one of three for Tom Birmingham. Cathy Eglinton in second place in silence. So Leon Evans coming up on the inside of Kathy Eglinton, the Queensland skiff. Through the bottom turn, the Bundaberg NZ at Bundaberg. He moves into second place onto the Smiley Group of companies front straight. But Eglinton comes back down the outside. Look at Kathy Eglinton. She's retaken second place, but she's going to have to hold a line, meaning the little boat Stress has the inside line, but great corner by Eglinton. In fact, she's actually opened up that gap between second and third. Tom Birmingham having a nice lonely drive out in front. Toddy Hines there and screwed and glued in fourth place, having an absolute job to keep that boat nice and straight. Checkered flag time, Whitewater Marine. Of course, we're talking about our good friend Clinton White there. The checkered flag going to Tom Birmingham. Kathy Eglinton third. I've got Leon Evans in stress. And Todd Hines in, screwed and glued back in fourth place. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Last time we were up here at the Rum City Classic last year, Tom had a terrible time with engine issues, but he certainly didn't face those this morning. Absolutely cleaned up the opposition. Kath Eglinton in silence in second, Leon Evans in third in stress and screwed and glued. Of course, Todd Hines in fourth. I tell you what, we had a tremendous race there, Dave, but in second and third.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Up here at the Bundy Powerboat Club, this class always tends to throw up some pretty tight racing. Generally, you'll have one that will dominate for the day, but it's never always the same one. Alrighty, so that restricted combo race, as we talked about Brothers Sports Club earlier, and thanks to Brothers for sponsoring our restricted combo class here today. Next up is 25 horsepower, Heat 1. So we've got Wilson's Industrial Sales sponsoring this one, and we'll let you guys know when you can head out onto the course in just a moment. So 25 horsepower, as soon as the restricted combos are safely back in, you should be ready to go. Okay, so we do have a blue flag for the 25 horsepower, blue flag.
Okay, just while we've got a moment, we've got our good friend Mick Rose from ASAP Aircraft Spares. Mick, one of our sponsors here this weekend. Thank you very much for what you do. First time with powerboat racing?
Yeah, I thought we were fishing.
You thought we were fishing. Okay, let us know a little bit about your business.
We sell aircraft spares and AN fittings, anything to do with aircraft, also anything to do with boating is sort of all hand in hand. So, yeah,
Where are you based?
in Caboolture Airfield.
Okay. Where do we find you on the socials?
Oh, Facebook and I think we've got a Facebook page and web page and that sort of thing. We're all there.
Okay. What got you involved with the sport?
Well, honestly, the boys said we're sponsoring a boat contest. I said, okay, cool. I honestly thought it was a fishing contest, and now I'm just blown away.
Well, you might have seen the big yellow boat come out for practice a little bit earlier. That will absolutely blow your mind a little bit later. But, mate, on behalf of everyone here at the Bundaberg Powerboat Club, thanks for the provision of your support and whatever, because as we always say during commentary, support those businesses that support us. Thanks for your time, mate, and thanks for your continued support.
It's an awesome event. I was completely blown away driving over the hill and seeing what's going on here. All the little businesses that are contributing are just awesome for a local event. It's insane. It's really, really good to see.
Yeah, it is, mate, and a lot of people like myself come up from Sydney and places like that, and we try and pour as much money into the local economy as possible. But
it's definitely working. It's definitely working.
all right, Mick Rose, thanks for your time and continued sponsorship.
No worries. Thank you, mate.
There we are, Mick Rose from ASAP Aircraft Spares. A very big thank you to you. Okay, so we've got the South Australian, Zach Slatter. He's out in the lead in Titan. So Maniac Jason Chiswell holding second, third place going. Eureka, the little lady from Mackay, Katie Jenner, she's in third place. Caden Sutherland holding fourth in, just winging it, and that pushes probably Josh Chiswell back to fifth. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen, the Titan machine of Zach. Sadly, he's out in the lead from Jason Chiswell in Maniac. Katie Jenner in Eureka. Next along, just winging it, Caden Sutherland, and in fifth place and bringing up the tail, Josh Chiswell. So there we go, nice lonely drive for young Zach. Driving the Titan machine way out in front of Josh. Jason Chiswell, beg your pardon, of course Josh's son. He's in fifth place. From memory, last year, little lady racer, Katie Jenner, driver of Eureka. She cleaned this division up from memory last year. But in her first race this morning, getting the nose of that boat very, very high indeed, ladies and gentlemen, but it's that boat out in the lead that's stamping their authority. Zach Sadley leading out from Jason Chiswell. Just coming out of the bottom corner there, the Bundaberg, NZ at Bundaberg is our third place getter. Just winging it, and of course, the Extreme Machine boat of Joshy Chiswell back in fifth. But we've boats are currently on their last lap and about to face the Whitewater Marine checkered flag. Zach Sadley, wow, Titan. Looks like Jason Chiswell might have had a bit of a moment there. He went very, very wide indeed. Not sure if Jace might have just lost the compass there a little bit. But Katie Jenner seemed to make up a lot of territory on the inside. So Katie coming home in third in Eureka, just winging it in fourth place. And Josh Chiswell, he'll be pretty disappointed in that, coming home in fifth place.
Thanks, Craig. And that 25 horsepower race was brought to us by Wilson's Industrial Sales, who've been looking after Bundaberg for the past 5 decades as the Legion's leading provider of hardware supplies, including abrasives, fasteners, hand and power tools, safety equipment, welding tools, and tapping, threading, and drilling accessories. So, Craig, next up is the first round of the Trojan Trophy. So just waiting for everything to be clear, and we'll get those Trojan boats down to the ramp, and we'll have them out in a moment. So we've got a blue flag for the Trojan Trophy race. Blue flag. So our field for this Trojan Trophy is Sicko, driven by Josh Davies. We'll have Lock and Load with Ryan McIntosh driving. We'll have Rastus with Steve Rarity driving that one. Impulse, driven by Brendan Mason. Sick Puppy with Corey Marland driving that one. Tough Enough, driven by James Clark. Melody Axel with Brian Kilpatrick driving, and Rutus with Mark Ebenreuter driving that one.
Great to see the Wingham Wonder, of course, Ryan McIntosh back on the water this weekend in Lock and Load. It's an Everingham powered by a 6-litre Roush Yates engine with sponsorship from Speedflow, KDP Engineering and McGrath's meets there in Taree on the mid-north coast. You can see the red Mark Ebenreuter Rooters boat. It's an Evercraft hull, 5.8 litre Dodge Craft. Proudly sponsored by Ebenreuter Diesel Service and Active Batteries. Great to see Corey Marlin driving the sick puppy machine this weekend. Had a huge weekend at the St George Powerboat Club, winning the 5.2 litre Wagga Trophy last weekend. Already out on the water, Brian Kilpatrick, also from Sydney. You can see that boat directly in front of us here. The Kilpatrick, it's a Kilpatrick hull, it's a Kilpatrick motor, everything Kilpatrick is this boat. We can see the blue, True Blue machine of James Clark coming down the ramp. Of course, it's an Evercraft hull powered by a 6 litre Dodge. Proudly sponsored by Simons Clark Logistics. His father Dave was due to have the big X-Loose cannon machine, the toughen up machine this weekend, but he damaged his shoulder on Thursday. So he's merely up here this weekend in support of his son James. So there could be we could break up the 8 boats into 2 heats by the looks of it. So you can see the blue machine on the water. So the blue machine of Toughen Up James Clark travelled all the way from Adelaide, South Australia, 2,300 kilometres for the Clark family and their support staff. James, the current leader of the championship. The championship rounding out this weekend, the final ever round of the Trojan Trophy. Of course, in memory of Larry Martin, who lost his life in 2004 at this venue. So we can see a white flag aloft our start boat, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Kilpatrick on the inside in Melody 11. We see Ritters on the outside. What a start from James Clark in Toughen Up, but on the outside, look at Ryan McIntosh coming up to NZ Bundaberg, bottom turn. Oh, on the inside, James Clark. Wowee, what a corner, but up on his outside, the lock and load boat of Ryan McIntosh screaming down the Brisbane Marine back straight. Kilpatrick in third.